Imagine the kitchen tools you trust the most are actually poisoning your family every single day. Let's dive in.
We've got to shatter this illusion that our kitchens are perfectly safe havens. We usually assume the tools we buy at the store are completely inert and totally safe to use around our food. But honestly, clinical experience and rigorous toxicological data tell a vastly different story. The microscopic reality here is that chronic exposure to everyday utensils is secretly introducing toxic invaders into your body. And these invaders, they're actively driving unexplained cellular inflammation and long-term disease.
Okay, let's start with Category 1, toxic plastics and forever chemicals.
71 million. Every single time your sharp knife strikes a standard plastic cutting board, it shears off these microscopic fragments. Medical analysis actually reveals that just one plastic cutting board can shed up to 71 million microplastic particles into your family's diet every single year. Just think about the gravity of that number for a second. You are essentially seasoning every meal, every veggie, and every cut of meat with microscopic shards of synthetic polymers. So what does this actually do to you? Well, the biological journey of these particles is incredibly destructive. Step 1, they're ingested right along with your food. Step 2, they don't just pass harmlessly through your digestive tract, they actually cross the intestinal barrier and slip right into your bloodstream. Step 3, they circulate and lodge themselves deep inside your vital organs, specifically highly vascularized ones like the liver and kidneys. And finally, Step 4, your immune system spots them as foreign bodies, but literally cannot break them down. This triggers chronic, localized cellular inflammation, and as we know clinically, this chronic inflammatory state is a massive root cause for widespread metabolic and cardiovascular issues.
Now, the chemical reality gets even more alarming when we look at standard black kitchen spatulas. Clinical testing reveals a totally shocking supply chain reality. Up to 85% of those cheap black plastic spatulas are actually made from recycled electronic waste. Yeah, we're talking about the melted down casings of old TVs and computer monitors. And the problem is, these specific plastics are heavily treated with carcinogenic flame retardants. So when you press that spatula into a hot frying pan, the thermal energy causes those endocrine-disrupting chemicals to leach directly into your hot food. It's a disaster.
Speaking of hot pans, this brings us perfectly to the clinical definition of PFAS. PFAS are synthetic nanoparticles that permanently accumulate in human tissue and severely disrupt your hormonal function. You probably know these as the highly engineered chemicals used to make the non-stick coating on your scratched Teflon pans. In the medical community, we call them forever chemicals. Why? Because the human body completely lacks the biological mechanisms or the enzymes needed to break down their complex carbon-fluorine bonds.
And let me tell you, continuous PFAS exposure has a devastating systemic impact. When a scratched pan releases these forever chemicals into your meal, they immediately start to target and impair your thyroid function, which, remember, regulates your entire metabolism. They accumulate heavily in the liver, drastically suppress your immune system's ability to fight off actual infections, and clinically lower fertility rates. From an oncology perspective, continuous exposure to these specific compounds is directly linked to an elevated risk of kidney, testicular, and pancreatic cancers.
Then, we've got the microwave hazard, 2 billion. Shocking clinical data demonstrates that heating food in old plastic containers in the microwave releases over 2 billion nanoplastics per square centimeter directly into your meal. The intense microwave radiation aggressively breaks down the polymer chains of the plastic. And please hear me on this, even plastics that are aggressively marketed as BPA-free simply use substitute chemicals that act as equally aggressive endocrine disruptors. They're rapidly driving up rates of obesity, hypertension, and accelerated cellular aging.
Let's move on to Category 2, the heavy metal danger. This is a silent, toxic buildup.
Identifying biologically safe materials is absolutely crucial here. When we compare pure medical-grade silicone against toxic filler silicone, the clinical difference is just immense. Pure silicone is biologically inert. It's perfectly safe for high heat. But the market is unfortunately flooded with cheap, fake silicone bakeware that hides up to 40% plastic fillers and heavy metals. When you heat these in your oven, the fillers off-gas and leach heavy hormone disruptors right into your baked goods. So I recommend a simple clinical test for your home called the pinch test. If you tightly pinch or twist the silicone and that stressed area turns white, it's contaminated with cheap toxic fillers. Pure silicone will always retain its solid color.
Now, this next toxicological reality surprises almost all of my patients. Fully 1/3 of everyday imported spices contain dangerous
clinically significant levels of heavy metals like lead, cadmium, or arsenic. Spices like turmeric and oregano are frequently grown in regions with heavily polluted soil and incredibly weak agricultural regulations. What does this mean? It means that while you think you're adding healthy natural antioxidants to your family's dinner, you're actually introducing potent neurotoxins.
You really need to understand this terrifying bioaccumulation cycle. Let's say on day 1, heavy metals like cadmium are ingested from a contaminated spice. By year 1, that cadmium is actively disrupting your kidney's natural filtration system, impairing its ability to clear out other bodily waste. By year 30, that cadmium is still there, locked in a state of toxic tissue retention. This is absolutely critical for pediatric health, by the way. Even a quarter teaspoon of a contaminated spice can easily exceed the safe daily limits for a child, permanently hindering neurological development and lowering cognitive function. Okay, moving to category 3, biological and chemical immediate hazards.
Chemical cleaner residues bind tightly to food surfaces and transfer directly into raw ingredients. We so often use harsh, industrial-strength chemical sprays to sanitize our prep surfaces, thinking we're doing a great job, right? Well, those volatile organic compounds actually leave an invisible, toxic film right on your counter. When you place raw veggies or meat on that surface, the chemical residues bind tightly to the food. Ingesting these compounds leads to acute gastrointestinal irritation, rapidly destroying your healthy gut microbiome and causing acute systemic inflammatory responses.
But honestly, the most dangerous biological hazard in your kitchen isn't chemical at all. It's organic. 82 billion. Medical analysis of a standard, week-old kitchen sponge reveals a pathogen density of 82 billion bacteria per cubic centimeter. To put that into a clear clinical perspective, that single sponge harbors the exact same density of dangerous bacteria as raw, untreated sewage. So every time you wipe down a dinner plate or a kid's cup with an old sponge, you aren't cleaning it. You're uniformly painting it with a high-density bacterial film.
And there's a highly dangerous biological paradox here. It's a super common myth that microwaving a sponge effectively sanitizes it. Actually, clinical data shows a massive spike in superbug populations post-microwaving. The heat just kills off the weak, harmless bacteria, but it leaves behind the strongest, most resilient pathogens. By microwaving it, you are literally selectively breeding dangerous, multi-drug-resistant superbugs like E. coli and Salmonella right in a warm, damp incubator. No thank you.
So, what do? Category 4, the Safe Kitchen Plan. Here is your definitive prescription.
Here's some clear, highly pragmatic clinical swaps to immediately eliminate endocrine disruptors and heavy metals from your home. First, that severe hazard of the plastic cutting board, neutralize it by switching to naturally antimicrobial bamboo or tempered glass. That unacceptable chemical risk of scratched Teflon, eliminate it entirely by transitioning to highly durable, non-toxic cast iron or stainless steel. And please, you must immediately stop heating any plastic containers. Swap them exclusively for glass. These are simple, structural changes to your daily life, but they're going to yield massive dividends for your cellular health.
To summarize this clinical explainer, here is your immediate action plan. These are my final, rapid-fire clinical orders to secure your family's long-term health. First, throw away your kitchen sponge every single week. No exceptions, no boiling, no microwaving, toss it in the trash, or switch to a non-porous antibacterial silicone brush. Second, audit your cookware today and discard all scratched nonstick pans. The carcinogenic risk is just way too high. And finally, absolutely never, ever heat your food in plastic regardless of what the marketing label claims. As we wrap up this medical analysis, ask yourself, which of these 8 hidden kitchen hazards shocked you the most? Medical science shows us that true health begins right at home, long before you ever need to sit in a doctor's office. Please drop a comment below. I really want to know which of these toxic invaders you're evicting from your kitchen today. I wish you and your loved ones excellent long-term health. Take immediate preventative action and take care of yourselves.